Hello board gamers, my name is Kevin. I'm DrWorm on Board Game Geek, and today I'd like to talk about Black Rose Wars, the board game. You have all of these tokens that are for each player, and they're in different places in the box, and I wanted to streamline and be able to organize this stuff a little bit better instead of giving everybody all their different type of tokens. Their rose pins, their cubes for damage. I also added crystal cubes of the same color into it in case people didn't like to fiddle with the rose pins. I only used the 3 rose pins and I put it in the slot. So if you have 2 lance neck, you can put a pin in number 1 and then the second slot for the second one. So it's just easier to keep the others in the main box and give players 3 of them. That way you got some extras instead of giving all 8 of them all the time. So what I created was this 3D STL file, and it holds the tokens in this slot here. The cubes and the rose pins, everything goes in here, and then we use the activation, the physical action tokens to just close those up so you can put it in the box. So I'll show you how everything goes in there, and if you like the idea, then you can download this, print out 6 of them or 4 of them, however many players you usually play with, and then you can just hand that box to each player. So I'll put the crystals in first, and I usually put the crystals, so we use the crystals to just set on the base of the evocations or track the PowerPoints. So basically the same as the rose pins. I usually put them in the right hand side. You can see there's lots of room. If you wanted to add the miscellaneous tokens, some of those things in there, that's just however you want to store it. The cubes should be 26 cubes for each player. This is a little bit tighter fit since there's so many of them, but they do go down there to the second level and you can slot that in. So as long as you don't turn it upside down and these slide out, you're not going to lose anything. About the slot, I have a slight ridge at the top just to keep them in, so you can turn them a little bit. I've got 10 mage tokens, 6 trap protection spell tokens, and black rose. So you can keep it like that if you want, and put the other tokens in one of these receptacles. These tokens don't fall out, and you just have to tug them a little bit to get them out. You can sand that down to the exact size you want. This even fits in the end here if you want to keep them really snug and tight, but you can put it in here however you would like to do it. Works out really good, but I find that this is a lot easier to hand to a player and have them take the pieces out as they use them and need them than it is to hand them a bunch of baggies or something like that. The other thing I want to show you is that in the Satter box, these are also my STLs, also up on BGG. The half boxes for the magic schools. But these are going to fit in this slot, which I'm not really sure what this slot was for, other than tokens and things. So I'm going to have room for 6 players. And then I'll probably make a skinny black rose one, or keep those components in the main box. Maybe I'll make one for the solo play stuff. I'm not sure how I'm going to end up with that yet, but that's what we got right now. There's going to be a little extra space. You can see each of these indentations here. it takes up a little bit more room than that, and there's 8 of those indentations, even though this one's a little bit cut off, so there's going to be plenty of room left over. Even with 6 in here, you should have enough room to store some more things in that slot. What I found was that the mini cards stored like you would think they would be, just like these cards here. When you store those here, the box top, this tray top does not fit on here properly. There's an indentation for the Necro Dragon, and it just doesn't work well. So these are a little bit shorter than the cards are, so that that lid fits on there properly. And yeah, I am not finished completely organizing this box, but I'm working on it, and as I make these files and perfect them, I'll upload them to Board Game Geek, and yeah, just follow me and see if any of this stuff can help you organize this game box, because it's a lovely game that is easier to get to the table when you've got things organized and you can just pull out the spells that you're trying to get without making a mess of your box. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.